All right, everyone, we are here with War 9 against Bolt. Today, I am taking in Gallon, Omega Sentinel for Synergy, and Professor X. I've got Path 3 in Section 1 and Path 5 in Section 2. So I'm pretty excited about this war / nervous. First time using Professor X in war. Technically Gallon too, I guess. But Path 3 here, starting off with Skrull. Pretty easy fight. The node and the champion are both going to ramp Gallon so that we can enter max harvest pretty quickly. We're going to PS1 just for the next fight, just as a we might as well. And it's going to end the fight even quicker. But game plan is just to build a bunch of buffs, build the harvest, which is going to come from the armor ups and the node abilities, and then end the harvest, activate the harvest, and end the harvest. So heavy special 1 will finish it. Yeah, this is a pretty easy fight. The only real reason it came in was for the Herald placement for a null later. But I wasn't worried about this at all. I didn't even practice against the Skrull. I don't have to. I fight him in AQ all the time with someone else. And Gallon kind of wrecks 3A in war anyways. So yeah. Pretty cake. He decides the heavy there. Into special 1 here. Could have just gone to special 2, but no big deal. Bait that out, Dex. Build some more buffs. Heavy, activate harvest, end it with special 1, and done. So, on to my real war, which is Professor X here. We're going to flex and take this Mephisto. So Professor X, for my masteries, I have recoil maxed out, the actual ability recoil, not the poison and bleed recoils. I also decided to max out Petrify, which I don't normally have maxed. And that's just because I'm going to be doing a lot of parry heavy here, and it's going to allow me to build up charges and get the special 3 faster without giving the opponent too much power. So Mephisto here, it was just, slow play it, parry heavy, get those 100 charges, get ready for mind control, get Mephisto down to almost 0 power, and then when we're ready with a special 3, drop the special 3 and just with power backs, which you saw me use, just cycle special 3s. Now with Mephisto, we're going to have to play it slow at his regen, so I come out of one of the special 3s, I make sure he regens all the way, and then I drop the next special 3 while mind control is still going on. So here's the first one. At this point, once it started, I figured I win. So that's kind of the fun part of Professor X. At least that's what I always understood watching people use him. And this second one I figured was going to trigger the regen, so I let it play out. And then before mind control ends, I decide to throw it to finish the fight. So the Omega Sentinel synergy helps me build more persistent charges per win. So I am ramped as if I took, I think, 2 fights instead of just the 1, and which is good because this Path 5 was definitely making me nervous. I always thought I was going to be taking this kind of combo with a Kate first before a Professor X. Never really actually thought it would be Professor X, but Kate ended up banned. So the game plan here, this destroyer, we can parry heavy all the way to special 3. I'm not going to bait out special 1s. I spent most of my dueling trying to deck special 2 and actually never got hit by one of them. The challenge here was once he got to special 1, however, I was going to try to reparry to continue to do this parry heavy until we get 100 charges. But you see there, I messed up a reparry, triggered falter, and then ate a special 1. It's fine. I didn't panic here. I figured he'd get 1 special 2 and a special 1 before I dropped the special 3. So this time I just kind of focus up, notice that I'm at 100 charges, decide that instead of going the parry heavy route, we're going to bait heavies and combo to special 2. And Mystic Dispersion helped us there, so now it's time to show up and dex the special 2, and we nail it. So now we're going to heavy intercept using the falter, and that's going to remove the protection, give us this fury, and at this point I have assumed I win. It was just getting to this point for pretty much all of the Professor X fights that I needed to practice, and then once we got here, power backs just kind of took care of the rest of the fight. So yeah, I was really nervous going in. Indestructible was gone, so it didn't leave any room for error with that special 2, but we got the job done and finished it with a 3rd special attack. Special 3 attack. And then my last fight, this Nova here, kind of the same game plan, but we don't have a reliable parry window. What should have happened is that I should have just relied on heavy counter. My only worry there was that we were going to end up with a Nova dashing back and forth a lot and then go unblockable, or we'd end up cornered for most of the fight. So I do play around in the beginning with getting a lot of reparries and actual parries, and as a result, we get our 100 charges way too quick. We're nowhere near special 3 at the time. And it results in me landing parries and going into combos while he's charged, which is a bad thing. I had completely forgotten that he will actually auto block out of the stun if I do that. So bad move by me. If I was going to combo, it needed to be with light attacks, because then at least non-contact hits and I wouldn't have ended up stunned. But we're going to do it couple times. The second time is kind of not really a panic mode move, but is somewhat of a worry you're going to see, because I trigger the falter and I need that falter to land an easy intercept. So there's the first failed or mistake. Here's the second one, and we trigger falter. So now I'm close to the wall. I'm a little like, okay, it's fine. We can get the charge time down for the falter by pushing him to special attacks and dexing him. So that's the game plan here. And as we do that, we're going to work our way off the wall, decide not to combo him there. I just want to get this special one out and not give him too much power, trigger falter, heavy counter, and then that finishes the fight. So good recovery there at the end to clutch out the fight. We weren't anywhere near in trouble, but if we don't get that protection down and get that fury, it's going to be a lot harder to cycle special 3s, and then we have to rebuild off another falter. But yeah, first war with Professor X, was pretty happy with it, and happy I got the solos. So that put me at 34 fights and 2 deaths, so not too bad. And then SSX is now 9-0. So we are very aware matchmaking has been very nice to us, and I think a lot of it has to do with rematches, considering the 3 alliances I'm sure we're going to face coming up in the next 3 wars are alliances we were matched up against in the off-season right before starting the season. So they're available and should be available now. And believe me, we want to play them. When you sit this high on podium and you don't play the people around you, kind of muddies or sours the standing. So we want at least the opportunity to see if we belong there or not. But I believe top 10 is secure, which is actually our only real goal. Finishing podium would just be a nice little bonus if it happens. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next war.